Hi everyone, Miki Jacobs here. Welcome to Angel Chat. Thank you for joining in. I moved location and got into the corrals. so the horses, because I know a lot of you asking where are the horses. So hopefully we can catch them in the background. They are all around here, especially our baby Elliot. So here you go. Hopefully you will enjoy it, seeing the horses in the background. Today we're going to talk about premonition. I kind of chose this topic because more and more people in my work come to me, you know, as it is, human beings are very scattered at the moment, unsure about the future and what's going to happen, and fearful. Obviously, the more uncertain we are as human beings, the more fearful we get, and weaknesses become bigger. So there is more nightmare and more fear. And one of those fears are premonition, meaning people maybe dream about their own passing or passing of the loved one, and frantically rushing and asking me, is that considered premonition? Am I really going to die? Or the loved one I dreamed about, not necessarily a nightmare or bad dream, but the point is that people are very nervous nowadays, and more specifically, I thought to talk about premonition. So is premonition real? Yes and no. Of course, as you know, in spirituality, there's always two ways to an answer. So yes, sometimes indeed the pre-designed, obviously it has to be when the soul meant to exit planet Earth in a specific time, a specific manner. Sometimes the time of death indeed spill into the conscious mind, and the person indeed know when they're going to pass. That's kind of more, not necessarily in dream actually, but more kind of in a daydream, where someone, or in a meditation, where it's a little bit more in control. Obviously, I didn't have too many examples of that over the years. Nonetheless, I had quite a few when a person actually knew whether it is the specific time, but more so in general, telling me something like, I know I'll be in my 40s, I know I won't go behind 40, I know I have a feeling that my husband would eventually die in a car accident, where indeed things like that happen. So that is when the answer to the question if premonition are real, then the answer for that is yes, because sometimes indeed we recollect or remember the pre-designed time that we wrote, meaning in the incarnation blueprint, the life of the detail of the life, as well as soulmate, meaning other human beings in which we have contract with on planet Earth. So we are also aware of their pre-designed time, subconsciously. Of course, we do not remember that here on planet Earth, but sometimes we do have clarity of that, and some of it are premonition. However, very rare. And the reason for that, because it's not meant to be. We do not meant to remember when we exit planet Earth as part of the growth, of course. If we know when we exit planet Earth, there's no point of growth, and the whole concept about understanding that we're here and we're supposed to use it for school, that then of course human being already a little bit of an arrogant species, if you will. So if we know when we cross over, we're like, oh, okay, you know, we'll be this and that time, so just might as well wait for that time. There's nothing that would push us to value life, to stay here, to learn and to grow. So therefore, for the most part, we do not indeed remember the pre-designed time as to when we exit planet Earth, which what make premonition rare. So when people do dream about their own death and, you know, the loved one, as I said at the beginning of the video, that actually belongs to the mind. Whether it is fear of death, whether it is fear of kids, a lot of people, kids, parents of kids, obviously, especially moms, more so than fathers, that are a little bit more like a worry ward, then they do have nightmare about something happened to their child. No, I have a bad feeling, Miki, I don't know, everything too good to be true, I have that perfect baby. So, and something gonna happen. That's indeed not premonition, because again, it doesn't quite go like that. A premonition wouldn't come as a nightmare. It was just a recollection of the casual way in which our soul designed when to exit, when to die. So it wouldn't come in a nightmare. So you know right off the bat that if you have, where are the horses? You know right off the bat that if you indeed have some sort of a nightmare, or it's negative, or intuitive feeling that it's unease, that it is most likely an exaggeration of some sort of a fear of your mind, of your ego, the negative part of the mind. A lot of time, that's why I started the video, that because people, us, human beings, are scattered kind of all over the place, don't know who to believe, TV, negativity, future, what's going to happen. So again, every weakness would exaggerate. So if someone is fearful of death, if someone is worried about their kids, if someone kind of attached to planet Earth, then obviously, and to life on planet Earth, then that weakness would even strengthen, which will produce intuitive feeling. I'm not sure I would like to use that, because usually intuitive feeling comes from the soul, guidance, or anything that is spiritual. Nonetheless, a feeling that, oh my God, something going to happen, Miki, is that a premonition? So no, it's not a premonition. So the point about premonition is to know that, A, it is very rare. What I tell people is, don't jump to conclusion, don't be fearful. A lot of time I wake up in the morning and I remember me in the spirit world, or Clayton, or family, and obviously I always channel from spirit. Just value your life right now. Don't think too much about the exaggeration of your ego, our ego, human being mind, that just latch on every fear and exaggerate it, including in a form of premonition, which is not. So relax about it. Don't label it. Don't use the word, it's premonition, I know something going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. Value life. Continue to live here for whatever amount of years your soul designed. Enjoy your loved ones, your kids, your spouse, family, parents, and don't think too much. So I hope that kind of help you a little bit, because I obviously have great passion, specifically nowadays, to lower people's fear, because it's appeared that people, as I said numerous times, that they are more scattered and therefore more fearful, more edgy, chaotic, if you will. So relax and enjoy. Know that you do not have a premonition, and even if you do have a premonition, your soul knows what it's doing. And accept that one day we will all leave this planet, as well as our loved one. Obviously prefer less, later than sooner. Nonetheless, it is what it is. So, but until then, just relate to any bad feeling that you have, exaggeration on the mind, move it aside and continue to go on with your life peacefully and happily. So thank you very much. I appreciate always that you're joining in, as well as all the fantastic email that you send me, specifically about the stillbirth, and specifically the mom of that baby that crossed over, the little girl that crossed over right at the time of birth. I appreciate that fantastic email you sent me. Thank you very much. And I know for a fact that that topic also helped other parents, so I appreciate that greatly. Thank you very much, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.